Legends have been told about epic Splinterland players who have played for many years and now hold $1 million of Splinterland assets. Is this still possible for you and me today who are just starting the game recently, or have we missed our opportunity? We're going to theorize and have some fun and see if it is possible for you and me to have this same epic story. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, it's Luke again today talking about Play to Earn games, another Splinterlands video, and today we're talking about something really dumb and really theoretical. It's the fact, can we be one of those stories, maybe you've heard of them, of players earning over years, time and attention, putting in investments, and now have $1 million in Splinterland assets, whether that's DEC, card value, or SPS, all of that totaled together. There are people who have $1 million in Splinterlands. And, not that this shows exact proof, but you can even go to Peak Monsters here, and you can look at the rich list and see how many people have just absurd amounts of collection power of DEC and SPS. And of course, not all of these are individual players, but you can get the idea that there are some players out there with over $1 million, and I've talked to a couple of them, and not all of them are ones that have, put in $500,000 and now they're a millionaire. Okay, cool, you 2x your money. That's not incredibly surprising. I mean, that's great, good for you. But I think there's other players who maybe have put in, thousands of dollars at a time, over 3 years have played, and now that the game has really blown up, their assets have 10, 50, 100x from where they were, and now they're sitting on $1 million of assets. So we're going to go back to our handy dandy Google Sheet link in the comments below to do some theoretical math. Please hear me on this. This is not real math. There's things that we don't know about the game, and especially is hard to predict. What I'm doing is over 3 years of playing this game and how much you invest into it. Account 1, we got $10 all the way up to account 6. We're going to theorize what it looks like to put in $25,000 into this game, and then everything kind of in between that. Okay. So again, this is dumb math. It's not real. There are things that we don't know yet. We don't know how land is going to affect the game. We don't know how SPS earnings, how much we're going to earn a day. So really, this is just a theory, especially because we don't know if the market is going to go up or down. But it's fun to at least theorize, and for us to maybe, even as new players, think about long term. If we actually do play this game for 3 years, the game survives, because, that is another option. The game could die off and our assets are worth nothing. But if it does survive, if crypto keeps, staying healthy, or maybe goes down but back up when we're trying to sell off in 3 years, theoretically, then what would it take for us to actually be a splintillionaire is, I think, the term I saw someone else say. So again, not real, but let's just go through it, because this is just, for fun and to just, I don't know, be crazy. We're being crazy right now. So let's do it together. And I'll show you guys some of the numbers I have used that aren't real, but are just right now with what I know are my best guesses. So we're going to start with account 1. What if you right now today only put in $10, you never put in another dime, and you say, I'm only going to play the game and rent cards until I can buy cards, and I'm starting with $10 and that's it. Well, if you do that, you're only going to have one account, right? You're going to start off with 0 card value. Maybe you build up your account over those 3 years and you can start renting out your cards, and 1 DEC a day is what you're getting. I mean, maybe that's even not generous enough. Maybe you can get more after that, after 3 years, but I'm taking average. So when you start out, you're not going to be renting any cards because you're going to be building up your card collection. On one account, based on my silver rental guide, we are able to make around 125 DEC a day. Of course, that can go up or down depending on the reward pools. Chaos Legion, we don't know what that's going to look like and how that's going to affect the game. But let's just say, hey, 125 DEC every single day. If you're starting at 100% capture rate, playing down to 75, letting it reset, yada, yada. If you rent to silver, you're going to have 2 reward chests a day right now, based off of my feeling. A common card's around 15 cents. Sometimes you might get lucky with like a gold card and it's worth a couple bucks. Other days you're going to get 2 potions, which aren't really worth anything. They're worth like 4 cents, but you can't sell them off or get DEC from them. And then other, days you're going to get DEC and it might be 10 cents of DEC. Sometimes it might be 50 cents. But I feel like average, more so what I'm getting is those really low common cards. So let's just say, each chest as of right now, each time you open it up, maybe it's worth 20 cents if you average them. Then we're going to do SPS airdrop earnings a day. This is based off of my, account that I've been playing and renting to silver. I think there is a world by the end of the airdrop, you're making more than 0.5 SPS a day, and you're starting out with probably less than that. You're starting with hardly any airdrop points. But if you start off now, you build up your account, you still have 280 days to get more and more airdrop points. And so let's say over those 280 days, you're going to be earning 0.5 airdrop earnings. And then we don't know, as I said earlier, what the play to earnings will be on SPS. But if you click on the white paper for SPS, you can see eventually they're implementing different ways to earn SPS, one of them being play to earn. Now, we have no idea. They have some theorized math on their white paper about the play to earn, but there's no way to actually calculate how much SPS you're going to be earning by playing and winning matches. So what I've done, the math that I've taken is, okay, airdrop, we have about 2 times the supply for play to earn as we do for airdrop, in case you didn't know that. In that case, play to earn earnings should be double what we get in the airdrop, right? There's twice as many tokens being distributed that way. Well, that might be true, but it's issued over 65 months. So, roughly 5 times the length as schedule as it is for the airdrop. So instead of saying we're going to earn almost as much we are in the airdrops, because there are so many tokens being distributed out over a very long period of time, I'm going to use the estimate. We again have no idea, but of 0.05 play to earn SPS a day. Is that accurate? Who knows? I mean, again, this is not real math. This is not real science. It is just all a fun guessing game. But if we do that, over the year, we'd be able to earn 18.25 SPS tokens a year just through the play to earn mechanics. Maybe it comes out and it's a lot more. And then, take these mathematical things that I've did and, we get to boost them up. So that's exciting. So if we do that, then our play to earnings of SPS and our airdrop over the 280 days that are left currently in this video, we might end up after a year with only a spellbook bot, still 154 SPS. We stake that, and right now I'm using APY for my staking calculation, so not APR, which is currently 65.81. What I'm doing is I'm calculating an APY, so you'd have to stake your SPS for this calculation, you'd have to claim it each day, and then restake it back into it, and that's how you'll get APY, this rating. However, I'm doing 65% APY only because, as we've seen, this APR keeps dropping. The more staked SPS that people have, at one point it was like 200% APR. I'm expecting that to continue to go down. So instead I'm saying APY, but less APY than it would be today, because over the next year, I'm sure it's going to keep going down. So after 1 year of earning SPS, staking it, we're at 237. Then year 2, we're going to stake it again, probably with, again, a less APY as more people stake. So then after that, plus our, yearly earnings of SPS, we could be possibly sitting at 510 SPS. And then after 3 years, again, less APY this time, 1,500 SPS tokens in my guesstimations. Then DEC over the year, if we're all making 125 DEC a day, then that's going to be in 3 years, 46,000 DEC almost, which would be roughly right now in current DEC value, $690. Our SPS, as I said, 1,500, which would be around right now in current value, $1,284. Reward chests, if we're calculating them 20 cents a reward chest over 3 years, that's assuming we're still playing in silver, that would be $146. And I'm going to add in a luck bonus. If you're playing for 3 years, hopefully you'd have some kind of luck, pulling out some legendary gold cards, maybe here and there. It's extremely rare, but maybe you get the one really lucky thing, and then you get a couple other, somewhat lucky things. And so we'll add a $1,000 luck bonus for that. And so right now, if you play for 3 years, only buying a spellbook, based on my estimations, if this is what close to true, you could be sitting at $3,000 and $120. Now, you might be thinking that's pretty far off from $1 million, and you'd be right that you need all of your assets in Splinterlands. You need DEC value, you need your card value, and you need your SPS value to make a 320 times amount growth over these 3 years. To me, that's probably not going to happen. I think this game has a lot of room to grow, but 320x, that would be insane from this point. So you're probably not going to be a millionaire from investing $10, but hey, if you only want to invest $10 into this game and just do it as a hobby for fun, and you come out of the game in 3 years with $3,000, that's a win to me. Now, of course, it's assuming the market keeps going and the games keep surviving and keeps growing, but hey, that would be awesome, right? Even at a 1x value, $3,000 of potential assets on Splinterlands for $10, that's a steal. Now, using the same calculations, the same equations, the same estimated values, let's just look at account number 2. Say you put $40 into the game right now, and instead of buying out more cards, you're going to buy up 4 accounts. You're going to play each account each day. Hopefully you have the time for this. I think 4 accounts, it's a little bit much, but you could realistically do that with, an hour to 2 hours of gameplay each day. And if you do that, you'll have more cards that you're going to earn up over time to rent out. You're going to earn 500 DEC a day because your energy capture rates will be higher across 4 accounts. You can play all 4, earning all 4 125 a day will be 500. You're going to get 8 reward chests, which would be $1.60 a day if we're using that 20 cent per chest. Then your SPS airdrop earnings, because you're going to be building up more cards, you're going to get more DEC quicker. I'm calculating your SPS airdrop to be 2 tokens a day. Your play to earn is going to quadruple because you're playing on 4 accounts. So you're going to get 0.2 SPS a day. And all of a sudden, your 18 measly SPS, just by buying 4 spell books instead of 1, becomes 73 SPS. Now, again, you're still probably thinking 73 SPS, it's cool, whatever. But then you get into staking that, right? You get to adding that up over an entire year of the airdrop. 616 versus 154. Okay, not bad. You put that through the same APY estimations that I'm making here, and all of a sudden after 3 years, you come out with 6,000 SPS tokens and 184,000 DEC. So that's going to boost us up quite a bit here. You can see now we have 2,700 in DEC. We have 5,000 in SPS, 500 in reward cards. And then I'm going to give us a bigger luck bonus because we're playing across 4 accounts. We're getting more chests. And so hopefully we are getting even luckier. 4 accounts for $40. Again, not real math. Just a crazy estimation I want to make today as a fun thought experiment. Could be in 3 years, $13,000. Again, not anywhere close to $1 million. So the game would have to essentially do a 74x from here. All the card values, all the DEC, SPS would have to do a 74 times multiplier from here over 3 years for you to be a millionaire. Again, probably a little bit out of reach. If the game kept exploding and, took over as one of the, main NFT games for somehow and held that position for 3 years, maybe there's a small chance. I don't know, small argument, not a great one, but there is a hope, maybe a doubtful. All right, so you get the general process here of these calculations. So let's look at account 3 now with $100. You're going to start with a little more card value probably, so you're going to be able to eventually build up quicker and rent more DEC. You're still going to make similar DEC a day because you're still going to have to rent a bunch of cards to compete into silver. You're still going to get the same amount of reward chests, yada yada. You get the idea. You'll probably get more SPS airdrop earnings because you can start off right on the bat with card power or some DEC that you're holding on to. So that is the one difference, starting out with a little more. You're starting out with $100 and investing in some cards and holding some DEC. That means your SPS earnings are going to be quite a bit higher. You can see that is taking us from 6,000 to now almost 11,000. Our DEC values are going to be close to the same thing, but our SPS almost did a double in this calculation. So nothing too crazy, but even just investing a little bit of money from $40 to $100 in my 3-year estimate It's taking us from 13,500 to 17.7. So, $17,700, pretty good. Again, still a 56x away from becoming a Splintillionaire, but we're getting closer here. So you can see this is just giving you an idea of, if you invest a little bit now and the game keeps, exponentially growing, what your chances are just by doing that. Now, again, please hear me. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying, invest this amount of money. I'm telling you right now, I'm more in account 3 area than the next areas I'm going to show you. So this is not an encouragement to say, hey, go out here and buy, this $1,000 for account or, more than that. I'm in this column here more so. This is what I'm looking at right now, at least. So I'm not saying go out and do this. I'm just saying let's experiment, right? All right, enough that spiel though. So account for it, $1,000 you put it in, you're gonna get more card value. You're probably gonna eventually get quicker to competing in golds. You're gonna get more reward chests. You're gonna get more DEC a day. You're gonna be able to rent out some of your card collection eventually, earning, over 3 years. Maybe you start earning like 100 DEC a day. Your chest earnings are going to be more. Your SPS airdrops right off the bat because you can put some of that $1,000 again into your card collection, and probably with $1,000 hold on to a lot of, and probably with that $1,000 you're going to be able to hold on to a lot more DEC, which means I'm calculating, 20 SPS airdrop. The more account money we go with, the less accurate my numbers are going to be because I don't have that much money in my account. So this is just like what I'm guessing. And with that, that's going to bring our 3-year SPS token value to 50,000 SPS tokens over the 3 years, DEC to almost 300,000. And you can see from here, our DEC value would be around 4,300. If it stayed the same, SPS value right now would be around 43,000. And also, I calculated maybe with that $1,000, you can buy up one piece of land. Again, we don't know what that's going to be worth, but with land, you can, start farming some of these NFTs for the new game format, which is apparently going to have 2 stages of battle where you use like items and weapons on top of the monsters you put into the game. So you're going to be generating NFTs with this land. Again, we don't know what it's going to be worth, but let's just say, over the 3 years with one piece of land, you generate $5,000. Again, I have no freaking clue. This is just for fun. You put in $1,000 over 3 years. These numbers will give you $53,000, which means the Splinterlands game would need to do an 18x for you to be a millionaire. That, to me, 18x is not too crazy for Splinterlands over 3 years. If it continues to be a leading game in this space as other games develop, it could. That's a possibility. I'm not saying it will. It's a possibility. All right, and for you big hitters that have lots of money to spend, again, that's not me. I'm not encouraging you to do this, but let's say you do, just to show you what I think that might be worth. We're going to show you at the same time. Account number 5, $10,000. Account number 6, 25 grand you put into the game today. You're gonna have a lot higher card value. Obviously, you're gonna have a lot bigger collection to start renting out and getting more DEC a day. You're gonna earn more DEC a day as well and play to earn because you're probably going to be, again, gold, maybe even diamond. I don't know. I don't compete in those. So someone with $25,000 in your account, let me know how much DEC and stuff a day you're getting. Maybe we'll change the numbers. But then you'd be getting more chests. You're going to get a lot more SPS drops. And so over 3 years, potentially, account 5 for $10,000, you could have almost $500,000 in SPS. And if you put in $25,000, you could have maybe $1 million SPS and fake numbers. Then DEC, as I said, you're going to be earning a lot more competing at higher levels. So you could have $17,000 in DEC in this 5th account, or $35,000 if you put in 25 grand. Your SPS values, if it actually comes out to that, by staking, by airdrops, by play to earn, maybe my numbers are way off, but you could have 500,000 SPS tokens. If you put in $25,000 to the game right now, maybe there's a world where you have 1 million SPS tokens at the end of the 3 years. Maybe I'm crazy. Meaning, with luck bonus, with card value, with land, you're sitting already close to $1 million. Even if the DEC and SPS value stays the same, you're at $500,000 or 900,000. So you'd only need a 2x multiplier or a 1.1 multiplier to be a Splinterland in 3 years. Wow. It's thought-provoking, right? It's thought-provoking. That's all I'll say. Again, please don't take this video too seriously. It is just a funny, thought-provoking video to get you thinking more long-term about this game. Any of those numbers could be false. The game could blow up in a year in a bad way, not in a good way, and all of your assets are worth zero. So again, I'm not investing $1,000. I'm not investing 10 grand or 25 grand. If that's you, great. More power to you. I'll sit on the sidelines. I'll celebrate and cheer you on. And when you hit that, 1 million Splinterland level, maybe you can donate some DEC to me so I can buy up more cards, because I'll still be way down here at the bottom. Oh, man. So anyways, this is just a fun, silly video. I hope you had fun with it. Let me know, what are your predictions? What do you think your account will be worth in 3 years? What are you putting into it now? What do you think it will be worth in 3 years? Again, no one knows. No one knows. But take a fun guess. Why not? Why not? And let me know if you guys think one day you'll actually be a Splinterland, or if it's still, at this point, impossible. Peace out, everyone.